Hey y'all, Gasoline Garage. Gonna do a quick, no frills, how to put stone crab trap together. This is obviously a plastic one. The sides slide together. Keep in mind, these raised pieces on opposite sides, boom, 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 slide the sides together. These obviously slide over that. You get this centered back and forth where you want it. Run those in. I did a clutch, I think about 7 pounds on the Makita drill. And that stopped me without stripping anything out. The center entry point, same thing, boom, 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 put those in, and the same with the closure pieces. What I did actually with the closure pieces is you'll see the width of this is exactly the width away from these side ends. So what I did was I took the opposite end, you know, I had extras, placed it here upside down, it sat there, I made sure it was right there at the end, so that way when you flip it open, it clears the lid, it's just not getting caught. Oh, I guess you gotta open the other side. Boom, boom, and that's it. So it works. Obviously, your piece of wood there to rot out, to exit out in case the trap gets lost. I did do a slight modification, so I will show you here in a second. You'll see there's a hole in here that goes all the way through. And what I did was, I took a piece of metal rod, I ran it all the way through, and what I'll do is I'll end up bending this end. I didn't bend this end yet. And then what I did on the others is I put chicken wire into the base. And then you'll see I tied it to that rod. Dum, 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 dum. And that way, when I pour the cement, it'll be sturdy. Obviously, if you tip it up on end or look down this way, all the way through the other end, you'll see there is not any chicken wire sticking up. If I get level. So that way, obviously you can see it through there. That way you know it's gonna be in the middle of the cement, something a little sturdy. I'll show you one more trick here once I get the cement poured in here, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Also, I don't know why people mix all that stuff by hand. I'm using basically a drill and a paddle. You can buy this at your Lowe's. Might need a little more water in there. Obviously you put it on first gear, because it's a big paddle to turn, and that's all your mixing for you, just like that. I'm not all about using the shovel and the hand method. It's a little bit too much work for me. Once you get it in there pretty good and the right consistency, you're good to go. All right, so here we're following up. Got the cement poured in. Obviously, I like the chicken wire because you don't have to do 2 layers. Pour the cement, put the wire in, then the cement. It goes right through the chicken wire really well. And my added feature, I haven't seen anybody do this yet, or at least on recording, is I get these stainless steel anchors, these little anchor eyelet bolts, and I place them in the cement like so. Now what I'm doing is, the reason I do that is because when it dries, that's Roscoe, having fun over there. When it dries, that is my anchor for a bait bag. As you see, I did it. When you flip it open, you can reach in and do it. So I'm not reaching over that way or this way or the other way. It's easy to flip it open, hook it in, hook it out, take it out. Got each one in, and you'll even see the way I angled it. So that way you can hook right to it. Also, instead of buying buoy paint, I'm trying something different this time. I bought this Valspar stain blocking bonding primer sealer. It looks like it's kind of like a latex. It's for interior, exterior. And then after that dried, about 30 minutes or so, I got the Krylon fluorescent orange, and I hit it with it. Now, obviously, it looks like there's some cracking that's already occurring from the undercoat. I don't think I let it dry quite enough, but we're gonna see how this holds up. Obviously, don't forget that 2-inch R if you're recreational.